Hi, and welcome to Ocean AI Market Outlook for the 20th of March 2022. So firstly, with the indices here, the S&P on the weekly chart, this point here can be, it's a lot of different ways to look at it. So we could have a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and then going up for a 5 up towards 5,200. Another idea would be a 3, 4, and a 5 here. This is the major top, and we're going to hit a lot lower, down below the COVID lows of 2020. Either way, doesn't really matter. We can just look for something to trade and get into it on that. But this last week we've had a big rally at the sell-off on the Monday, and then rallied the rest of the week. So that can be bullish, definitely. So if I go into the daily time frame here, what we're looking at here is a couple of ways of looking at it. Been looking for all along, been looking for that move down to 4,000 here. So this big ABCD move down to 4,000. That's this one here, that one there to that one there. And then I was looking for smaller ones to take us down possibly lower. But this one here that was going off there, that's now invalidated because we've taken out this high here. So now we have to look at different options. Rid of that. So now we've got here is there's a possibility of this correction finishing here. So if I get rid of that A, B, C, D, we could be done with the correction. Say we were looking at that wave 3 before. This could be it's a 3-wave, a 3-wave, and a 3-wave. So it'd be a WXY if you're looking at it through an Elliott playbook. But yeah, so and then we could have a wave 1 here, and then a wave 2 here, and we're taken off to the upside, heading towards that 5,200 area. That's a possibility. There's also a possibility that we could stop around 45.50, 4,600, and then head lower again down to sort of 3,800, making a bigger pattern down towards there. So we come up to the 61.8% retracement from this whole move down. So if we get up into there and then we start moving lower, then our price objective could be down around here. And with that level down there, that's the 618 from here. That's that one there. Plus also it is the 382 from this whole move. So we take from the COVID lows up to here. We've got that, and that's that 3,800 area. You got the two big Fibonacci levels coming together. So that's where we're looking at if we get up here. Also, if you look at volume on this rally, the volume hasn't been increasing. Like we had over here, we had this rally here, very similar to this one, and this was all on lower volume, and then we fell away from there. So could be seeing the same thing here. So as it stands, sort of just leave it. If you're long, stay long, because it may just keep going. But if you're looking for the short side, to 4 hour here. So I went through the level I was looking at last week. We're looking at the 44.50 area. So that was the ABCD here. That one there. And the same in the Dow was looking the same, and that was up around the 78% area. Yeah, it was in between the six. It was 707. That's what it was from this high here, but it went straight through it. So now that's why we're looking at potential higher levels. So if we're looking at the Elliott wave count, then we should be coming up to the smaller time frame. Sorry. Yeah, so if we're looking at the hourly, get rid of that. And if we're just looking at this current leg here, we'll have a 1 and a 2, and then a third wave will generally go to 1.618. So we're looking at 46.40 area, and then a little pullback, and then one more rally. So that's one to watch out for. If we gap up there, then we'll be looking at sort of the high 46s, early 47s up there. Also, what we have on the bearish side is a 135 pattern. Because we've got the 618 here from this high. This is not that. So we go from there to there. That was the 618 that we hit twice here, and then we fell away. And now what we have here, we've gone through the 618, and we're getting close to the 78%. So really, if it goes much higher, definitely above 45.20, 45.30, then that'll invalidate this 135 pattern. So what we want to see would be a gap down when market opens after the weekend. But as it stands, haven't done much over the weekend and weekend trading, so just down a little bit. That's not much at all. Maybe keep an eye on that later on. Yes, that's sort of it for the S&P. If you're long, stay long. 30 minute doesn't give us much more. Just we're seeing that this move here is quite explosive, so that could be the big wave 3 that keeps going. So yeah, that's about it for the S&P. The Dow's similar as well, very similar. So what we've had, the Dow seems to be a bit more advanced than the S&P. So same thing here, if this correction's finished, say this correction here is finished and now we're moving higher. We've had wave 1 and a wave 2 here. I'm looking for a wave 1 and a wave 2. So this is that third of a third. And then we've got that 1, 2 and possible third wave there. So there's more of a case for a bullish count in the Dow and just to keep going higher to all-time highs. But same thing here as well as the S&P. We've got that 135 pattern. So turn here could mean we're going lower and maybe a lot lower. And also if it starts up higher on the open next week, then it's likely we're going to go higher. So same thing with that. If you're long, stay long. And if you're looking for a short or something, better to wait for it to break. Something say started down on Sunday, looking for that ABCD pullback into the 50-60% area, and then sell that. That's lower risk, and you don't have to risk a lot. So better to wait if you want to get on the short side. Yeah, so that's the Dow. If we look at NASDAQ was slightly different because where the S&P and the Dow didn't take out these lows, the NASDAQ did. So, and that started to move higher quite a bit. Yeah, not a lot to do here really. Same thing. If this is going to move higher, waiting for a pullback to go long. Yeah, not a lot on that one. The other ones, what is the DAX? to the 4 hour. The DAX doing what it does when it hits a low, it takes off pretty fast. So what can we look at here? Maybe getting up to 14.8. If we get up above here, then we're likely to keep going higher and up to 18 or even 20,000. But that would be, look at this one just roughly. Yeah, so we've got the ABCD there. Go right into that 618% there. So this would be a good place to short if you wanted to short. I think 14.8, 8 being a Fibonacci number, profit taking number. So that would be a good place to go short. I'll keep an eye on this on Monday morning and we put out a trade alert on it. And if we take a tie on that low, yeah, the 1.618 is at that same level as well. So you've got this extension from that last move, this move here, ABCD for that one's already complete. We've got this ABCD to there, so there's a lot of stuff up here that would stop it and potentially get us a short sale. Also, the other way we could play it as well would be just to wait for the top to come in, wait for it to break, and then sell that first pullback. That would probably be Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. So ideally here we'd look for that first pullback, then a move up into here, and then something like that, finishing like that. And that will give us a good place to go short. And as it plays out, we'll be able to get a better picture and get a better place to get into it. So keep an eye on the DAX. That'll be a good one. What else was this one was massive. I'm not in it, missed it, but if we go into the monthly chart of the Hang Seng here, so we've got a big multi-year pattern here. It started at the start of 18. And then run down here, and we had a massive spike low and then a rally off that level. That's also the Gartley from the GFC back in 2008. So we've got a 14-year pattern here that's played out, and it rallied off there real quick. If we go down to a 4 hour, you can see it. Yeah, so we run into that level there and she's gone. So with that one, if you want to play the Hang Seng, best to be patient. Take a look at those. So it looks like we could be topping out here somewhere. Best not to short it. Ideally what you want to see would be a pullback down to the 50-60% area. Back to 20,000 would be probably the perfect spot to get that next run up if this is a major low and we're looking for higher prices. That's the area we want to be in. Yeah, that might take a few weeks to get back down there, but wherever this top comes in, it might be here, it might go further to 23. Then we're looking for that 50-60% pullback, and that's going to be the next big run if it's going to be bullish. Yeah, so that's about it. That's all I've got with the indices this week. Some levels to look out for. I'll post some more stuff going through the week on shorter time frames with the AI. Levels we can get into, levels to watch. So yeah, that's the update for this week coming. Hope this helps. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.